Alright, hi. This video is going to be on the Tools menu. It's kind of a neat menu in Google Drive. I think it's probably an underused menu. It's got some neat options. The Research option is the first one. What I've done is I've highlighted the word dinner. And I'm going to click Research. And what it will do is it automatically does a Google search for dinner and pops up basically a mini web browser over here. This is the Google results of the word dinner. So the first web page that came up was a Wikipedia page on dinner. You can preview the link. You can insert the link right into your document. So you click on Insert Link. Now all of a sudden dinner is linked right to the web page that you just found using the Research tab. Pretty cool. You can also cite it. So you click on one and you click on Cite, and it will automatically cite this word to that web page. So down bottom, it's created a footnote with a proper citation to the Wikipedia page that we just referred to that was on dinner. Pretty cool. If that was around, my college essays probably would have been a little bit easier to manage, especially with the bibliographies and the citations and stuff, because those are always a pain in the butt. This tool does it automatically for you. And then you can also, you can scroll through. Here's some results from Google Images. So you can search through images. And again, with the images, you can click on them, take a closer look at them. And let's see, can you drag them? Yep, looks like you can actually drag the images right into your document. Pretty neat. Can't beat it. And again, automatically cites any image that you throw into your document, so you don't have to worry about finding the link to where the image was and creating the bibliography for it. It's automatically going to create a footer for you, and it's going to cite it where it came from, and so you are covered as far as copyright and all that stuff goes, and paraphrase and plagiarizing goes. Pretty cool. Yep, and so if we click over here, right next to where it says dinner, under the search bar, you can actually filter your search. So you can actually look up the definition of the word dinner that you typed in. You can look for, I think Google Scholar is it's like a search engine that just researches scholarly journals and stuff like that, so that I know sometimes when you're doing research for certain courses, they only accept information that comes from scholarly journals. You can search just Google Images. You can search everything Google, and that's why, in here, you can see that the web browser came up with, websites and images and stuff like that. So if I clicked on just images, it would refresh it, and so now it's just Google Images that pops up. Pretty awesome. The next thing on the Tools tab is something that is actually part of the Research tab. Like I said, with the Research tab, I can actually click on Dictionary, and it will give me the Google definition. It'll look it up and use Google Dictionary to look up the word and define it for you. Or you can highlight the word, click Tools, and click Define. And right here, there's a definition of it. And there are more definitions, web definitions from different sites. So that's always convenient, especially if you're reading a document and you don't know what a word means. You've got a dictionary right there. You don't have to open up your web browser and go to dictionary.com or anything like that. You don't have to go find the dictionary sitting on the shelf. And then you can also, another option under the Tools menu is the word count screen. It tells you everything about your document. Tells you how many pages you have. You have one page. It tells you how many words you have. I have 18 words in my document thus far. Characters with no spaces, 254. Characters with spaces, so this includes spaces as a character. So every time I hit the space bar, that counts as a character. So 262. So if you're going to do some simple math, you can actually figure out that I have 8 spaces in my paper so far. Yay. One of the final options, you got Translate Document. Probably pretty useless, to be perfectly honest. It will make a new copy of your document, and you can translate your document into whatever language you want. As far as taking a document that is in English and translating it to another language, good luck. English works very oddly in the way we word things compared to other languages. So there's a good chance that when you translate your document that's in English into another language, it will make absolutely no sense to someone who is a native speaker of that country. With some effort, they could probably figure out what you are trying to say, but it's not going to be anything that is going to be super duper accurate. It's kind of like someone who doesn't speak our language fluently or speak English fluently coming into the country, and they might say stuff like "I are big" instead of "I am big" because they don't understand the way the English language works exactly, which most people who speak it don't. So English is one of the hardest languages to learn in the world for a reason, because there's a lot of things about the English language that don't match up, they don't make sense. Every rule that exists is basically contradicted at some point, and it's a frustrating language to learn. The idea of silent letters is very awkward as well. So that's a little interesting tidbit, but that's probably useless to most people. Maybe if you have a document in a different language, translating it to English, you might be able to actually, you'll be able to have a better understanding of that document at that point than if you didn't translate it to English. You might be able to pick up on a few things here and there, but a lot of it will not make sense to you when you read it, but some of it will. So then finally we have the preferences option. This simply allows you to turn on and off the autocorrect tool, or you can manipulate the autocorrect tool. So for example, one thing is when you write 1/2, this is all set up to automatically turn your 1/2 into what looks more like a fraction, and so it looks like 1/2. But you can also add in your own things. Like I could add in, anytime I write TEH, replace with THE. Hit OK. Now when I go into my document, I write TEH space, automatically creates it to the. So if you know that every time you spell the word the, you write TEH, and it frustrates you because you're constantly having to go back and fix it, just go up to Tools, click on Preferences, add it in. This is where your mistake goes. This is what you want to replace it with. So pretty cool feature, very easy to use. If you don't like one of these, you want to get rid of it completely, you can delete it because you know I'm never going to use that. I don't even like that. Doesn't make sense to me. Click the X. That will get rid of it completely. If you just want to turn it off for this paper or for now, click the check mark and it won't work for now, but you can come back in later and turn it back on. So that is the Tools menu. Next video will be on the Table menu.